It takes years to buy filmmaking gear, accessories, and upgrade equipment to build a solid camera package that covers all of our needs. But sometimes you have to stop and wonder, do we really need all of that? Hi, my name is Jorge. Welcome. In this channel, we try to merge creativity and productivity to try to live a more fulfilling life. A little over a year ago, I decided to change my life, to become a minimalist and to move to Japan for a year, for a change of pace, scenery, a different lifestyle, and a break from the film industry as well. Like a lot of people now, I was constantly checking camera releases, reviews, YouTube videos, and always wanting the newest, best thing. After film school, I started working in feature films as a crew member, and then I tried to do passion projects on the side as well. I slowly started to do more commercial projects, and I figured I would work with higher end clients and larger brands. So I built my own syndicate that I could rent alongside my services as a director, and I can also have a side income as well. This was my rig, the Sony FS5. This is old gear by today's standards, but 5 years ago, this was pretty good. 12-bit RAW, S-Log 2 and 3, HLG, 240 frames per second at 1080p, variable ND, etc. However, the more you grow as a filmmaker and the higher the level of the projects, the less and less I found myself using my own equipment. Most of the high-end commercial productions, movies of the week for let's say Hallmark Channel, and productions of that caliber that I've worked on have a higher standard of filmmaking equipment that they require, and they deal directly with rental houses anyway. It's all Reds, all Aries, all Master Primes, Cook glass, Panavision glass. All of that is extremely expensive and I cannot afford it as my own syndicate. So owning a camera package might be helpful if you're learning, if you're getting into the industry, if you're going into mid-range productions, but the moment you go into really high-end film, it's obsolete, completely useless. So if you're the type of person that wants to have their own camera package, then I suggest you take a moment to think about all these things before buying anything impulsively and regretting it, because it can happen. My Sony FS5 was about 16 kilograms, including the carbon fiber tripod. There's no way I was gonna carry that all over Japan, so naturally I had to downsize my camera package. I had to think about practical terms, what's lightweight, what's easy to use, and to carry with me throughout the entire trip. With that in mind, I started researching cameras, watching lots of reviews and YouTube videos, trying to think what to get, what to replace my kit with, but unfortunately time was running out and I could not decide what to get before moving to Japan. In his book, The Paradox of Choice, Schwartz writes, "Learning to choose is hard. Learning to choose well is harder. And learning to choose well in a world of unlimited possibilities is harder still. Perhaps too hard." This book is from 2004, and naturally some of the ideas and some of the examples used can feel a little dated, but in this particular case, Barry was right. There were too many camera options out there, I did not have enough time, and I could not decide what to get before my trip started. Having too many choices can sometimes get in the way of making decisions. In hindsight, in my case the problem was not that I had too many choices. The problem is that I was changing my entire lifestyle. I was going from something that I've been doing for many years and I knew what to expect, to a different country, a different lifestyle, just traveling and exploring. I did not know what to prepare for. And that's why it was really difficult for me to choose and buy camera equipment without not knowing what to expect in Japan. So I decided that at the very least I needed a photo camera to start my journey, and if I really wanted to record some video or film some video, I could buy a cinema camera in Japan later on. So I picked up the Fujifilm X100F. You will always find people saying that gear is not important, you don't need this, you don't need that, or you can only make it if you have the most expensive gear, like for example buying a Red and calling yourself a DP. So let me be clear and put this argument to rest. Gear is very important, but it's not the most important thing. Technical details and specs look great on paper, but you won't really know a camera until you use it, until you learn its quirks and the workarounds of the quirks as well. If you told me 5 years ago that I would get rid of all my cine equipment, my CineZoom, my RAW recorder, my cameras, my microphones, I would not believed it. But things change and people change as well. So I didn't buy a video camera in Japan. I spent my entire year with just my Fujifilm X100F, dedicating myself to photography and really enjoying the process. Sometimes I do think I should have recorded some clips, some B-roll here and there, footage of Japan, but I was busy focusing on living my life and enjoying it and being happy. Not filming clips to present it as living life and present it as being happy on social media. So be open to test different cameras and play with different equipment, even if you think it's not the right fit for you, because cameras are just tools. Very important tools, but tools nonetheless. The Fuji X100F is exactly what I needed for that year abroad and exactly what I needed in my life. To change my pace, change my location, change my mind about a lot of things, and really just enjoy life. And downsizing from a Cinekit to just a dedicated photo camera really changed my life. So, now that I'm back from Japan and I'm starting to do more videos like this, I'm considering what equipment to get. The days of owning big, bulky, heavy camera packages are gone. I'm not going back to that. But at the same time, I would like better quality than this. This is just my phone, just a Rode Video Micro, and that's it. Every video that you've seen so far has been shot on my iPhone 8 Plus and a Video Micro here, so that's pretty much it. If you want more information, or if you want me to go behind the scenes and show you my setup and how can I get the results that I do with just my phone and a small microphone, then let me know in the comments below and I can definitely make it happen for you. So for now, I'm just considering what to upgrade to. Once the pandemic is over, I will go back to exploring and traveling quite a bit. So I'm thinking of a minimalist setup, something lightweight and powerful, like maybe a Panasonic GH5 or a Fujifilm X-T4. If you have any suggestions or recommendations, please leave a comment down below. Thank you very much for giving me your time and your energy, and good luck with your creative process.